Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, what's up? I'm Joey, aka Pretty Boy Joey, aka Mr. Steal Your Vato, aka nothing else yet, okay? But welcome back to my channel, you guys. I have not posted in a minute, you guys. I know that, honestly, but today I'm gonna be doing a get ready with me, or more so do my makeup with me, while I give you guys a story time about the time I caught feelings for a DL guy. And yes, please don't whip my ass, even though it literally happened again with a different dude this year. But we're grown. We have grown up ever since then. I have learned my lesson again and again, okay? So just know that after that, I learned my lesson, okay? But anyways, without further ado, you guys, let's get into this do my makeup, or get ready with me, whatever you want to call it. Let me get started on the story time, because I know you fucking bitches just want to hear chisme and shit, and just nomás andan de chismosas ustedes. That's why you guys are here. You don't even want to see me do my makeup. Y'all just want to hear the chisme. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so let's talk about this dude and our situation. We're gonna call him Lalo. Yeah, Lalo sounds good. So Lalo and I became friends in high school. We actually were really close friends. I wouldn't really hang out with him outside of school. We never really did, only because I had my own friend group. Nonetheless, we were very close. We talked a lot all the time. He was definitely one of the first guys that like really ever just didn't judge me, or wasn't afraid to be around me or talk to me around other dudes. Whereas many times, especially growing up and even still now as a grown adult, a lot of dudes still won't really like talk to me because they're scared of what their friends might think. So let's set the scene of when it all happens, okay? Basically it was around January, I think it was around January, yeah. I got a message from a random account on Snapchat, and I was at the gym, I remember, because I was so fucking confused as to what the hell was going on. I got a message from a random ass account on Snapchat, and the message said, "What's up, you trying to send pics?" And I was just like, what the hell? I was like, excuse me, bitch, I don't even know you. Like, what are you talking about? Am I trying to send pics? Bitch, I don't know you. I don't even know who you are. You are a random ass account asking me for pictures. No. We're not doing that. He then says, "You do know me, we used to be friends, whatever, we haven't talked in a while." I replied to him saying, I think I said, "I used to talk to a lot of people, you're gonna have to be specific." And so I was thinking, you know, I had heard a couple of rumors about some guys in some of my classes, so I was like, "Are you from my Avenue Scholars classes?" Oh shit. And he was like, "No, whatever, I wasn't in that class." Okay, so I start basically guessing, and he's just like, "No." But I still didn't even mention Lalo's name. And because I just didn't want to like, I just couldn't believe that it would be him, you know? So then either way, I was intrigued, you know, to find out who this person is. And so at one point I did ask him, "Are you Lalo?" And he was like, "No, I don't even know who that is, people that." And so I was just like, damn, Dolan, I don't know who you are. And then he had wanted to see me a couple of times, but he would just ghost me, and so we just never linked. And I would just be like, what the hell? And then at one point I just stopped messaging him, and he just stopped. I think at one point I just stopped replying, and we didn't really talk for that long. I didn't really talk to him for that long, because I then ended up getting into a situation with someone else, and I was very committed to that. And I just didn't talk to him anymore. And then fast forward, around July. It was actually July 4th. I was very depressed that day. And when I get very depressed, not depressed, but in my feelings and shit, and like certain things happen in my life, like me fighting with my siblings, I get very impulsive with my decisions, and I start I start, what's it called? I start making impulsive decisions and dumbass decisions to cope with what I'm going through. When he messaged me, he messaged me like so casually. Like he was like, "Oh hey, what's up?" And I saw the message and I was like, you know what? I don't have anything to do right now. Like let me just answer him. I was like, "What? What's up? Have you been?" And he's like, "I'm good, whatever. Like what are you up to today? Are you guys doing any fireworks or anything?" I was just like, "No, I'm just chilling at the house watching a movie." And then he had said, damn, I wish I was with you, whatever. He was saying how he wanted to cuddle with me. And I was like, all right, then pull up on me. And then he was like, wait, are you being for real? And I said, yeah, pull up on me. So he was like, oh, I don't got a car right now. You trying to meet up or something? Are you wanting to meet up? And I was just like, yeah, sure. Give me a location and I'll pull up on you. Yes, I know, guys. This is giving Jeffrey Dahmer, bro. Like, literally, again, like I tell you, I make dumbass decisions when I'm depressed. Very impulsive decisions, too, to cope with what I'm going through, which is not good, and I'm working on that, okay? So then, we're supposed to be meeting by this park, and so I was just like, all right, I go, and I'm driving to this park, and I'm starting to think, like my senses start to kick in. I was like, what am I gonna do if it's not Lalo? I start as I'm driving, I'm like reaching around everywhere trying to see if I have any weapons in my car, and the only thing I could find was a dumbass pen. So I was like, all right, if this man comes in and he's not Lalo, I'm stabbing him right in the neck. And I was so serious. Like, don't play with me, don't lie to me. So then I get to this park and I'm like literally driving around texting him at the same time, like, I don't see you, like where the hell are you at? It took me a fat minute to be able to find him. So then I finally tell him where I'm at and he sees my car, whatever. And then I see him walking. But at the same time it doesn't look like Lalo. I'm just like, this does not look but it was also very dark also. And so I was just like, that is not that, I don't think that's Lalo. Like fuck, like my heart was in my asshole, literally. Like my heart was in my ass because I was just like and then it started beating. I'm just like, oh my gosh, like it doesn't look like him, like I'm gonna have to stab this motherfucker. So then he opens the door, he puts his leg in, that's the first thing I see, and he's wearing shorts. And Lalo's just very hairy. He's a very hairy man. So I was just like, oh my gosh, it's Lalo. And then I see his face and I'm just like what the hell? Like as I'm remembering the feelings right now, they're coming back, and I literally gasped when I saw him. I was like he's just like, I know, don't tell anyone, and I was just like having all these thoughts in my head, but I was trying to act as calm as I could, which I'm not very good at. So then next thing you know, we start talking. We were just like, you know, how are you, whatever. I'm just like, I can't believe like you're here. And then at one point we kind of just stopped. We just both got like a little quiet, and then we just both looked at each other and we just started kissing. Yeah, that got pretty quick. And I'm not even gonna lie, I hate Lalo now, but for sure I think he's the best. Like he's the best kisser he's the best person I've kissed for sure. Like I feel like because we already had an emotional connection, like everything was just so much more better when we would get into it, you know. No seas sucia tú, que I'm not even done yet, so you don't know what we did, okay? So no seas sucia with your dirty ass thoughts. So next thing you know, we kissed, whatever, and he's like, do you want to go somewhere else, like somewhere where there isn't a lot of people? I was just like, yeah, like, do you know a spot? So we go to this store, right? And we're there, you know. We park at the I think it was the back of the store. We just parked back there, and we just, you know, stayed talking, whatever. We were just chilling and we were just catching up. It was like we were back in high school, literally. That's what it felt like. And next thing you know, we kissed again, whatever. We didn't do anything at all. But then at one point he was like, you know, I think I gotta go soon. And I was like, all right, like, I was like, do you mind driving? Because I don't know my way around here, honestly. Because we were on a different side of town. And bro, oh my gosh, this is what got me. I'm telling you, never ever ever be sneaky links or anything at all with someone that you are already have an emotional connection with. I don't care what anyone says. Never do that. Never do that, because when I tell you, you will start you will start being delusional. And I did kind of have a crush on him in high school already. Like, I always thought he was cute, but I never thought about us being anything, you know? So then that happening just made me 10 times more delusional. And then it made it worse because he was driving my car and I literally felt like a passenger princess, because I was just like, oh my gosh, like, mamia, mamia, mamia. And next thing you know, we get to this spot, you know, and then I give him a kiss goodbye. As he leaves and I see him walking away, he also did mention to me that he wasn't gonna be able to text me for a week because he would be out of town working. And then I was just like, okay, whatever. But literally, as soon as he walked out of my car, I started crying. I was just like, oh my gosh, like, what just happened? Like, it was a bunch of mix of emotions. I was like, oh my gosh, like, what the hell just happened, you know? It just felt like, oh, I can't even explain how I felt, you know? It's just, you just have to, like, if you know, you know. Just know. If you know, you know. So then that whole week, I also wasn't working at the time, so I had a lot of time on my hands that summer. But I was literally going crazy about him. Like, that whole week, I was going insane when I tell you. Like, I was just like, oh my gosh. And like I said, I was very delulu, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, if only he wasn't like this, I could be with him. Like, oh my gosh, like, I wish he was my man, whatever. Just delulu as hell, you know? And then I think it was that same weekend, he did end up texting me. I think we saw each other a second time. If I'm not mistaken, we did see each other again. And the second time was good. Nothing too extra. Just, I think we didn't do anything though. I don't think we did. No, we didn't. We didn't do anything. And I can't really remember the second time though. I don't know why. But just know, nothing really happened the second time. Same thing. You know, we were just talking about what we were doing, whatever. Same thing as usual. Well, basically, this is when shit pops the fuck off. It was, I believe, our third time seeing each other. And I went, as usual, I pulled up on him. We went to our spot at that store. We wanted to do stuff, and I told him, like, I low-key want to do shit with you, you know? I think I was the one that initiated it. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm pretty sure I was. So we get to this spot, and you know, we get to our spot, and then he's like, oh, I think I know a spot that we could go, because I think we might get caught here if we do stuff. Yes, we did stuff in my car. Don't judge me, okay? I was depressed. Leave me alone. And so then, as we're driving, this store had a very steep hill when you were exiting it from the back. And as I'm going down this hill, I'm the one that's driving, and I wasn't even trying to look at anything at all. Like, it wasn't like I was trying to find something or look at his phone, but I like literally glanced, and he's putting his phone down, and his phone was on as he was putting it down, so you could see his lock screen, and there was a girl on there, and I was just like, what the fuck? Like, literally, like, what the actual fuck? And then I can't hide my facial expressions, and so immediately I was just like, and I just turned around, and he's like, what's wrong with you? Because I don't know if he just felt the vibe or he saw my face, but he was like, what's wrong? And I was just like, nothing. And he just kept saying, like, I know there's something wrong, just tell me or whatever. And I was just like, nothing's fucking wrong, Lalo. And he's just like, see, like, what's wrong? And I was just like, why do you have a girl on your phone? And then, you know, bro, the audacity that men have. You know what he turns around and says to me? He's like, why are you trying to look at my phone? And okay, anyways, before I say what I allegedly did, just know I'm a changed person. I am working on my anger, and just know that I'm changed, okay? I am a changed person. So what I allegedly did is I just like, what is it? I just pressed on the brake hard as fuck, and also we were going kind of fast down this hill, and I just start going the fuck off on him. I'm just yelling at him, And he's never seen me like that, so he got scared. Honestly, he got scared as fuck. He was like, whoa, like, you know, chill, bro, chill. Like, chill, just drive. And I was just going the fuck. I was like, what the fuck you mean? Why am I trying to look at your phone? I'm not trying to look at shit. You're the one that had it on. Why the fuck do you have a bitch on your phone with you all this? And I was like, you got me fucked up, this and this. So then he's like, yo, drive. And so I start driving, and I'm driving a little fast. And so then I was just like, you got me fucked up if you think I'm one of the, if you're gonna disrespect me. We're friends before anything. The fact that you're doing this, if you're doing this to me, that's fucked up, because you and I were so close. We had a real, what did I just know? I was basically going off about him, about disrespecting me, and especially me. Like, bro, I have been there for you, and you're gonna treat me like some trick side hoe? Like, really, bro? And he has the audacity to say to me, you know, he's like, I'm not trying to hear about this every single time that I'm around you, whatever. And then or something. He just said something stupid, basically. I just remember he said something stupid, because I just remember at that point I was kind of blacking out. I'm not even gonna lie. I just don't remember what I said or what he said exactly, but it pissed me the hell off. And I was telling him that I would kill both of us in the car right then and there. Literally, I was threatening to kill both of us. And like I said, I allegedly. So then, at one point, I just kind of got over it, because I just wanted some fucking chile. Literally, I'm not even gonna lie to you. And then he's just like, and then he said, "Are you still mad?" And I was like, "Mad about what?" And he was like, "All right then." We went to the spot. We did stuff. Didn't let him hit, because hell no. I was like grieving the loss of a friend, and I was just thinking, like, you know, like, how could you do this to me? Because it was just all coming to my head. Like, he really just used me for my body, because he wouldn't message me for anything else. Still had me blocked on all his other socials. And I was just like, he really just used me, and that's all he wanted from me. Like, it really just had me, like, really depressed, because I was just like, damn, like, I can't ever have a genuine relationship with a guy, or friendship, whatever you want to call it, because there's always a motive behind it. There's literally always two motives. Either they are using me to get close to my friends, or the girls, not even friends, but the girls that I'm around, because I'm usually around a lot of girls. And like I said, this man has the most audacity. Once we were done, we drove off, and I was gonna drop him off at his crib, whatever. He said some shit like, oh, like, can I ask you for a favor, whatever. Oh, actually, before then, I had actually told him that I would take him to work or whatever the next day. So digmatized. Like, how am I? I'm telling you, I'm a dumbass. Like, why would I do that? Like, why would I take him to work? He does not deserve any of that shit. So then, next thing you know, he asked me as I'm driving him to his crib, he's like, yo, can I ask you for a favor? And I was like, yeah, sure. Like, I was like, depends, what is it? And he's like, can I borrow your car? And I was just like, for what? He didn't say for what. He wouldn't tell me for what. He was just telling me if he could borrow my car, and I was just like, I guess we could go, what do you need to do? Like, I was just asking him, like, what he needed to do, and he wouldn't tell me. And I was just like, no, you can't borrow my car. I'm not letting you take it anywhere. And then he tells me to go in the trunk so he can borrow my car. And so he can drive it. Or he tells me that he's going to drop me off somewhere and just take my car to do whatever he needs to do, because he says I can't be in my car as he takes it somewhere to go, I don't know, do what? I don't know. Oh my gosh. As I'm remembering the story, I'm like, how are you so stupid, Joey? Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm an idiot. Oh my gosh. I'm like, no, like, I don't know what you need to do, but you're not taking my car anywhere. At least I didn't let him do anything with my car. And when I tell you, he got so butthurt over the fact that I wouldn't let him borrow my car. And he gets out of my car and starts walking home down the street. I'm just like, bro, like, why are you mad? Whatever. I'm just like, I'm stressing, and I should have left his ass on the street like an idiot. But I'm over here like, don't be mad, whatever. Like, don't get mad at me with you this. Like a freaking idiot, bro. And then he just gets back in the car telling me like, yo, just let me borrow it, we'll do this. I'm just like, no, I'm not letting you take it anywhere. And then what happened? And then so he leaves, and then I think what happened? I don't remember. I think I just left him at his crib or something. And then the next morning I woke up early, you know, because he had to go to work early. And this man, and so he was calling me too, and so he sent me his Addy to go pick him up and take him to work. When I tell you, oh my gosh, the most disrespectful man. These DL men, bro, they're so fucking disrespectful. Like, how could you? Oh my gosh. I go to his house, I pick him up, and I get exactly like, literally, I'm like probably like a couple feet away from his house. And he gets in my car, he's like, why'd you park all the way at my house? And I was just like, what? And I still took him to work. He was mad that I parked near his house. And I was just like, okay, my bad. Dumbass Joey. Literally dumbass Joey. Hi, Jovan, you're so stupid. And then, so yeah, he got mad that I freaking parked at his house. And so I take him to work, and then after that, we just didn't speak anymore. And when I tell you guys, I was like literally heartbroken over him. Not exactly over him, but more so the fact, like, I was just like, damn, like, he really just used me. Like, I felt the other motive is that they're trying to be cool with me, just to experiment or whatever the crap. And me, respectfully, I am no one's experiment anymore. At least I've just for sure, like, you know, just realized my worth, because it just makes you feel like shit. Like, they'll talk to you and pretend to be friends with you, and then whole time they're just wanting to experiment with you. And let me tell you guys, please do not do that. If someone wants to be your friend genuinely, they'll be your friend. But do not let yourself be an experiment to these men, because they will use you and then throw you away like trash. And that's exactly what he did. He literally used me and threw me away like trash, and it made me feel like such shit, because I was just like, damn, like, I had to really look back at everything, and I had to literally think, like, damn, was any of our friendship real? Was it fake the whole time? It just really hurt, because I'm just like, damn, like, I really can't ever have a genuine relationship with a guy. And I actually at one point did message him, and I was like, do you mind if we link up so we can talk? And he's like, oh, I can't, whatever. Says he's busy, you know, whatever excuse he has. And then I think exactly like a week later, he messaged me back saying like, hey, what are you doing? And I was like, nothing, I'm chilling. And he's like, do you want to link? And I was like, yeah. So then we linked up, and right when he saw me, he was like, oh, so what's going on, whatever. And I was just like, what do you mean? And he's like, well, you said you wanted to talk. Is there something wrong? And I was like, yeah. I kind of started pouring my feelings out for him, because at that point I had caught feelings for him, or I had a crush on him, whatever you want to call it. And yes, you might be thinking, Joey, what the hell? Like, how could you have feelings for this kid, and he treated you like literally garbage? Well, let me explain to you. When all that stuff, when we got intimate and we started doing things, that made me catch feelings, because, like I said, we were very close, and I always thought he was cute. I was always attracted to him. So in my head, being Delulu, you know, I caught feelings. And then on top of it, it made me depressed, because I was just like, because I knew the reality of it. He was just using me for whatever it is that he could get from me. That having feelings for him, and then knowing that he's just using me, knowing that I can't ever be with him, just altogether depressed the fuck out of me. So yeah, once I saw him, I just started expressing to him like, hey, I just wanted to talk about, you know, we can't really be doing this anymore, because I have feelings for you. And then the dumbass look on his face, he was like, he was surprised. And I was just like, why are you surprised? And that just made me realize, like, he really isn't shit, because like I said, he really was just using me for my body. I was expressing to him that whatever it is that we are, like, it's done, like, you know, we're still cool, but whatever it is that we're doing has to stop because it's not good for my mental health. I don't appreciate being used, you know, just basically expressing to him how I felt and how he made me feel. And I don't think he even gave a fuck, but he was just like, you know, he just said, yeah, you know, you're right, like, you have to do what's right, you have to do what's best for you. You guys are gonna be pissed at me, but I folded. I did not allow this man to hit. Okay, but just know I did fold, and we ended up doing stuff for the last time. And we did end up doing stuff again, and then after that, I don't think after that he left. And I took him, he went home, and after that we just didn't talk anymore. So let me just do my lips and curl my lashes and put some mascara on, and I'll be right back, okay? Okay guys, so my makeup is finished. This is how it looks, the final result. This was my get rid of me / story time. If you guys like this video, make sure you guys like it. Go follow me on my socials. And if you guys have any recommendations for any other videos you guys want me to do, or any other TikToks you guys want me to do, make sure you let me know in the comments. But yeah, that's for today's video. Love you guys, and I will catch you guys later.